Hi there. Welcome to my channel, the Body Electric Supplement, where our bodies are electric. We can use them to eliminate or not. So I'm Monica. Today I'm coming on because something came up this weekend as I am working with clients, and I just happened to pop on social media and saw kind of a friend of a friend. And we all know those people in our lives. We might even be those people in our lives where they had an issue or a problem come up in their life, and they were looking for kind of like some solutions, maybe some feedback on what to do in this certain situation. And it made me think that this particular person and others, and maybe even yourself, we tend to not exactly tell people what we really want. And we're waiting for other people to tell us or fix a problem that we don't actually ask what we want to happen. And then we get upset when it doesn't happen. Let me make it a little more clear. So I also teach elementary school. So if a child comes up to me and starts asking or saying something like, oh, well, Billy Bob is writing in crayon instead of with a pencil. And then I would say, okay. And the child would look at me in this look of like, well, aren't you going to do something? They don't actually say it. Sometimes you can read it on their face saying, what are you going to do about that? But really, they're just giving me information, and I don't know, are you telling? Are you trying to be helpful? What do you want to see as a result in this? So back to the situation. So this is basically what I'm saying. So back to the situation with this associate. So this person was looking for information, for feedback. They were getting feedback from people and different comments, and they were also countering that feedback, saying, well, we did this and we did that. And then it led me to start thinking that, people who tend to complain a lot and make it a part of their life, they either want one of two things, and most times it's the first, and sadly, it is not the second. So when people complain, they want to be heard, and that they don't feel heard. But secondly, I would like to think, and maybe even the complainer would like to believe, that they want a solution. But I don't think that every person who does that wants the second thing. And the reason why I say that is because as each person was giving feedback on the situation, the other original poster would counter that feedback with, well, we did this and we did that. It was like, well, it sounds like you really don't want a solution. You just want to be heard. But is that really being helpful for you? Do you want your problem solved, or do you just want to be heard? And so I would like people to start to think about, what do you really want? What do you really, really want? Like with the Spice Girls. Do you really want a problem to be fixed? Or do you want to be heard? And if that's number one, you actually want to be heard, and that is perfectly fine. That is a human need. We all want to be heard, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, what we would like, I think, ideally, is to find more effective ways to be heard versus complaining. Because what's going to happen over time, and this is my advice to you if you're watching this video and you are dealing with somebody in your life or in your family that tends to do a lot of complaining without action, without they, don't really want that solution, you might have to take some breaks from them. And that's what happens. People who complain a lot without actually seemingly like they want a solution and all they do is just complain, that's toxic. It's toxic to them, and it's toxic to you if you're having to always hear it from them. There's nothing wrong with venting. I'm talking about people who every time you see them, there's something wrong. Every time you see them, it's level 11. Okay, there's nothing wrong with venting, but I'm just saying that there are people who make it a part of their cry for help, for self-love. That's what they need, self-love, instead of reaching for others to satisfy them and to fix a problem that they don't really want fixed. Do you see what I'm getting with all of this? So if you are that person, it is okay. But we are going to work on how not to be that person anymore and work on taking care of those needs to be heard and how to relate with others. You tell people what you want, and I know that's scary. It is scary. Because sometimes when you tell them or you request that, they do have the choice to do it or not to do it. And that, I know, can be scary for a lot of people. But that's what life is. That's how we work to be electric, to charge ourselves. Okay? So I want you to make sure that you are doing your inner work in your journaling. That is one of those keys to self-love. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share if you find it meaningful to you. Again, my name is Monica. This is the Body Electric Supplement. Take care. Stay electric.